My name is Caleb, and I'm going to discuss my free write choice. So we're doing this response that they wanted us to write. So we read this story. We read it 3 times to get like the facts and stuff. And so we read it. We read it again. We read it again. So we read one story about sibling rivalry. Then after that, we read another story. It's called Fishy Feelings. It's about sibling rivalry. It's just kind of with a dad and uncle, but it's like sibling rivalry. So so we have this thing here. It says define sibling rivalry. Discuss how it can affect a family in both positive and negative ways. Respond using examples from Fishy Feelings and getting along with brothers and sisters. So getting along with brothers and sisters was one of the other things. So sibling rivalry, getting along with brothers and sisters, and Fishy Feelings. And then develop your ideas by making connections to a past experience, current event, or another text, etc. So I have the title, Response to Fishy Feelings. So my title is underlined, which is supposed to be. So they want us to have the title, response to, and then they have Fishy Feelings. It's fine. And then they have Fishy Feelings underlined because it's a text title, and that's what you need. And then, so this is my response. I think that sibling rivalry it is to be competitive as siblings. So that was the first question. So that was the first question. So they wanted us to answer what. What do you think like the first question? Define sibling rivalry. Define sibling rivalry. So I said, I think sibling rivalry means to be competitive as siblings, and I really like how they did this because, I'm learning that you want you want to make things neater and tidier, and you always want to revise your piece. So I think sibling rivalry means to be competitive as siblings. I am very competitive with my brother, but not in a good way. So that was the other one. Discuss how it could. I mean, I'm not done, but discuss how it could affect a family in both positive and negative ways. So I'm about to answer it. I'm very competitive with my brother, but not a good way. It affects me. It affects me because me and my brother argue a lot. We sometimes he's in a grumpy mood, so everyone's in a grumpy mood, and for some reason everyone gets grumpy at me like I'm the bad person, even though I'm just trying to act happy. So see, I just answered this first one. So how it could affect a family in both positive and negative ways? That was just a negative way. And I like having my stuff neat and in order. So that was the answer to this, and I'm right about to answer the positive right after. So, but sometimes it's good for my family, so I'm answering the positive. Sometimes it's good for my family because when we're all so bored and down, like me and my brother argue, act like rivals, and that brings the whole house back alive. So I just answered that, but see what it says. Develop your ideas, or sorry. So respond to using examples from Fishy Feelings. So write what I'm about to say. See what I'm about to say, but so act like rivals, and that brings the house back alive. Like it says in Fishy Feelings, a little sibling rivalry is okay. So I just said something from the text. I just responded from the text. A little sibling rivalry, okay, but it's not good. But it's okay. Okay, but it does not show much respect to each other. It just turns into a roast battle, and that is not good. Siblings should love, not roast. So I concluded my story by answering the whole question, like the whole response. And you might be thinking out that I'm missing develop your ideas by making connections to a past experience. But remember, I had two. See, this one, me and my brother always arguing. That was one, and then I had the one with how it's bringing the whole family back together. That was another one. So I learned from this that you always want to have it pretty neat, and we learned this sheet. We have the sheet. It says responding to responses, and it has so you need to underline the text in you need to underline the title, and you need to have the question in the text. If it's a question, it has to be a statement. See what I say? I think that sibling rivalry means to be competitive as siblings. That's the question, but it's in a statement way. And then the other one, it's like to use transition words. I use transition words, and then correct capitalization. I have correct capitalization, like but, like all of this, argue, slash, and then I put a space, and capitals and punctuation. I have that. So we have this thing. So you get either you get either positive, like a like you did good, you did average, or you did below average. So and they say if you got good, then you have to have all of these specific things. And I had all of these specific things in my whole response, so I rated myself as a really good because I had everything in the text: correct capitalizations, punctuation. I underlined the titles, you can see right there. I did everything that the sheet wanted me to do. So yeah, that's what I learned. So yeah.